Good evening and welcome to Wednesday's edition of the Regional News. Jamaica has seen a notable decline in crime this year, with murders down 18% as of November 30, 2024, compared to the same period last year. Despite this progress, the island remains the second most violent nation in the Caribbean, trailing only Haiti, a country devastated by extreme violence following the 2021 assassination of its president. According to the Jamaican Constabulary Force (JCF), the nation recorded 1,060 murders in the first 11 months of 2024, 228 fewer than the 1,288 murders reported during the same period in 2023. This continues a troubling trend of more than 1,000 murders annually for the past 5 years. Over this period, 2019 to 2023, Jamaica documented 7,027 murders, ranking second in the region behind Haiti's 10,610. The reduction in crime has been attributed to intensified anti-gang efforts and intelligence-led strategies, which the government credits for dismantling gang networks and curbing violence in hotspot areas like St. James, Clarendon, and Kingston West. I've seen murder rates drop by 32%, 39%, and 30% respectively. More than 2,750 anti-gang operations in 2024 have resulted in the seizure of 667 illegal firearms, with 383 recovered directly from suspects. The UN Human Rights Council announced the opening of the probe in a letter to several Latin American jurists who in October petitioned the UN agency to take action in the face of what it said was widespread evidence of electoral fraud that violates the political rights of millions of Venezuelans. Maduro claimed he won the July contest by a large margin and is preparing to start a third six-year term in January. But electoral authorities have so far refused to publish voting records to back such claims, as they have in the past, amid calls by the US, European Union, and even leftist allies from Brazil, Colombia, and Mexico to do so. Meanwhile, the opposition has published online what appear to be authentic tallies from 80% of polling machines, showing that its candidate, Edmundo Gonzalez, won by more than a 2-to-1 margin. The October petition made on behalf of a regular Venezuelan citizen alleges that Maduro official committed multiple human rights violations by restricting the ability of millions of Venezuelans abroad, publishing false results, and blocking any challenges in court. Cuba's national electrical system collapsed early this morning after the country's largest power plant failed, the government said, the latest of several such failures, as the island's grid falls into disarray amid fuel shortages, natural disaster, and economic crisis. The country's Energy and Mines Minister said Antonio Guterres' power plant in Matanza, the island's top electricity producer, had shut down at around 2 a.m., prompting the grid collapse. Cuba's oil-fired power plants, already outdated and struggling to keep the lights on, reached a full crisis this year as oil imports from Venezuela, Russia, and Mexico dwindled, contributing to multiple nationwide blackouts over 2 months. The system failure on Wednesday morning had left the capital Havana almost completely in the dark. Lights before sunrise could be seen only in a handful of large hotels and government buildings across the city's skyline. Reports of blackouts elsewhere in Cuba on social media suggest the entire island of around 10 million people was without power, though the government had yet to confirm the extent of the outage. The Energy and Mines Minister said it was working to reconnect the electrical system. Cuba's grid collapsed multiple times in October as fuel supplies dwindled and Hurricane Oscar struck the far eastern end of the island, then again in November with the passage of Hurricane Rafael. Thank you for watching. I am Tiana Cole.